A customer called me last week in a panic. Steam pouring from under the hood, temperature gauge pegged in the red. Her 2014 Outback overheated on the highway and now won't start. The diagnosis? Warped cylinder heads from overheating. Repair estimate? $4,200. The worst part? This was completely preventable. She had ignored cooling system maintenance for 120,000 miles. Your Subaru's cooling system is its lifeline, especially with that boxer engine design. Skip maintenance and you're gambling with head gaskets, warped heads, and complete engine failure. But here's the good news. Proper cooling system care is simple and inexpensive. Today, I'm showing you exactly how to make your Subaru's cooling system last the lifetime of the vehicle. No expensive repairs, no catastrophic failures, just proven maintenance that keeps your engine running cool for 300,000 miles and beyond. Keep watching, because these tips will save you thousands in repairs you never want to face. Let's get started. Why Subaru cooling systems are different. Before we talk about maintenance, you need to understand why Subaru cooling systems require special attention. The boxer engine design creates unique cooling challenges. Those horizontal cylinders don't shed heat like vertical engines. In a traditional engine, heat rises naturally away from combustion chambers. In a boxer, heat sits in the cylinders because there's no upward path. This means your cooling system works harder than in most vehicles. Air pockets form more easily in horizontal passages. These pockets create hot spots that can warp aluminum heads. I've seen perfectly maintained Subarus develop head gasket issues simply from improper bleeding after coolant service. The cooling system also protects those infamous head gaskets. EJ25 engines from 1996 to 2011 are especially vulnerable to head gasket failure. But proper cooling system maintenance dramatically reduces this risk. When coolant becomes acidic from age, it attacks the head gasket material. This accelerates the external seepage that plagues these engines. Fresh, properly maintained coolant prevents this chemical attack. Understanding these challenges helps you appreciate why cooling system maintenance matters so much. The ultimate coolant service interval. Here's where most Subaru owners go wrong. They follow the manual blindly. Subaru says coolant service every 11 years, or 137,500 miles for newer models. For forever cooling system life? That's way too long. I recommend coolant service every 30,000 miles, or 3 years, whichever comes first. Yes, that's much more frequent than the manual, but it's the difference between a cooling system that lasts 150,000 miles and one that lasts 300,000 plus. Here's why frequent changes matter. Coolant breaks down chemically over time. It becomes acidic and starts corroding aluminum components from the inside. This corrosion creates tiny passages where coolant can leak externally. Inhibitors in coolant degrade. These chemicals protect against rust, corrosion, and electrolysis. Once they're depleted, your cooling system is vulnerable to damage. Contamination accumulates. Oil seepage, combustion gases, and mineral deposits contaminate coolant. Fresh fluid flushes out these contaminants before they cause problems. Water pump seals dry out. Old coolant doesn't lubricate seals as effectively. This leads to premature water pump failure. The 30,000-mile interval keeps coolant fresh and protective. It's cheap insurance against $3,000 to $5,000 cooling system failures. The complete cooling system service. Here's exactly what a proper coolant service includes. Complete drain and flush, not just drain and fill. Remove the radiator drain plug and drain old coolant completely. Fill with distilled water and run the engine to operating temperature. Drain again to remove remaining old coolant. Repeat until water runs clear. Inspect all hoses and clamps. Check radiator hoses, heater hoses, and overflow hose for cracks, bulges, or soft spots. Replace any questionable hoses. They're cheap compared to breakdown costs. Check hose clamps for rust or looseness. Replace corroded clamps before they fail. Clean the overflow reservoir. Remove the reservoir and scrub it clean inside. Old coolant leaves deposits that can contaminate new fluid. Use dish soap and hot water to remove all residue. Inspect the radiator cap. The cap maintains system pressure and prevents boiling. Replace it every 60,000 miles, or if the seal shows wear. A $15 cap prevents overheating and coolant loss. Refill with proper coolant. Use only Subaru Super Coolant or equivalent Pentafrost E. Never use Dexcool or Universal coolants. Mix 50-50 with distilled water, not tap water. Tap water has minerals that deposit in the system. Bleed the system properly. This is critical on boxer engines to remove air pockets. Follow Subaru's bleeding procedure exactly. Run the engine with the radiator cap off until the thermostat opens. Squeeze upper radiator hose to burp air from the system. Top off coolant as level drops. Replace the cap only when no more bubbles appear. Pressure test the system. After service, pressure test to verify no leaks. This catches small leaks before they become big problems. Test to 16 psi and hold for 10 minutes. This complete service takes 2 to 3 hours and costs $100 to $150 in materials. Do it yourself and save hundreds compared to shop rates. The monthly coolant inspection. Between services, monthly inspections catch problems early. This 5-minute check prevents catastrophic failures. Here's what to inspect every month. Coolant level in the overflow reservoir. Check when the engine is cold. Level should be between min and max marks. If it's consistently low, you have a leak somewhere. Coolant color and clarity. Fresh Subaru coolant is pink or green depending on type. If it's brown, rusty, or has floating debris, it's contaminated. Oil-contaminated coolant looks milky, indicating head gasket problems. Visible leaks under the vehicle. Check your parking spot for puddles or drips. Sweet smell indicates coolant leaks. Hose condition. Squeeze hoses gently to check for firmness. Soft or squishy hoses need replacement. Look for cracks, especially near clamps. Radiator condition. Check for bent fins or debris blocking airflow. Look for green or pink staining indicating leaks. Inspect mounting brackets for damage. Temperature gauge behavior. Normal operating temperature should be consistent. If it fluctuates or runs hotter than normal, investigate immediately. This monthly check takes 5 minutes but prevents $1,000 surprises. The thermostat. Replace it before it fails. Thermostats are often overlooked until they cause problems, but proactive replacement prevents overheating and engine damage. I recommend replacing the thermostat every 100,000 miles, or sooner if you notice these symptoms. Engine takes forever to warm up. Temperature gauge barely moves even after 15 minutes of driving. This indicates a stuck open thermostat. Engine runs hotter than normal. Temperature gauge climbs higher than usual. This can indicate a stuck closed or partially closed thermostat. Erratic temperature readings. Gauge fluctuates between normal and hot. This suggests an intermittently sticking thermostat. When replacing the thermostat, use only OEM Subaru thermostats. Aftermarket thermostats often have incorrect temperature ratings. Wrong temperatures affect fuel economy and emissions. Replace the thermostat housing gasket. Reusing old gaskets often leads to leaks. New gaskets cost $10 to $15. Clean the mating surfaces thoroughly. Remove all old gasket material with a plastic scraper. Any residue causes leaks. Burp the system completely after installation. Air pockets around the thermostat cause overheating. Follow proper bleeding procedures. A thermostat costs $35 to $50 and takes an hour to replace. Compare that to $4,000 for warped heads from overheating. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Water pump maintenance strategy. The water pump is the heart of your cooling system. When it fails, your engine overheats within minutes. Most Subaru water pumps last 100,000 to 150,000 miles, but you can extend this significantly with proper maintenance. Warning signs of water pump failure: coolant leaking from the weep hole. There's a small hole on the pump that leaks when seals fail. Any coolant dripping from this hole means immediate replacement. Grinding or whining noise from the front of the engine. Failed bearings make noise that increases with RPM. Don't ignore this. The pump could seize and snap the serpentine belt. Play in the water pump pulley. Grab the pulley and try to wiggle it. Any movement indicates worn bearings. Overheating without obvious cause. If coolant is full but the engine overheats, the pump may not be circulating. Proactive water pump service. Replace the water pump during timing belt service. On engines with timing belts, the pump is driven by the belt. Since you're already in there, replacing the pump adds minimal cost. This prevents having to repeat the job when the pump fails 20,000 miles later. Inspect the water pump at every coolant service. Check for leaks, bearing noise, and pulley play. Early detection prevents roadside breakdowns. Use OEM or quality replacement pumps. Cheap pumps fail quickly. ASIN is the OEM supplier and makes excellent aftermarket pumps. A quality water pump costs $80 to $150. Cheap pumps cost $40 but fail within 30,000 miles. Pay for quality once instead of replacing cheap parts repeatedly. Radiator care and maintenance. Your radiator is an often neglected component that's critical to cooling. Proper radiator maintenance extends its life indefinitely. External radiator maintenance. Clean debris from the fins monthly. Bugs, leaves, and road debris block airflow. Use a soft brush or compressed air to clean the fins gently. Bent fins don't cool as effectively. Straighten bent fins with a fin comb tool. This $10 tool restores airflow through damaged sections. Pressure wash the radiator annually. Remove the radiator and pressure wash from the back side. This removes embedded debris that brushing can't reach. Internal radiator maintenance. Regular coolant flushes prevent internal scale buildup. The 30,000-mile flush interval keeps passages clean. Mineral deposits restrict flow and reduce cooling efficiency. Never mix coolant types. Different formulations can react and form gel-like deposits. These deposits clog small passages and destroy radiators. Address leaks immediately. Small leaks become big leaks quickly. Radiator stop leak products can seal minor leaks temporarily, but permanent repair or replacement is necessary. Radiators typically last 15 to 20 years with proper maintenance. Replacement costs $300 to $600 depending on model, but neglected radiators fail in 7 to 10 years. The radiator cap, the forgotten component. The radiator cap is a $15 part that most people ignore completely, but it's essential to proper cooling system operation. The cap maintains 16 psi of pressure in the system. This raises the boiling point of coolant to about 265 degrees Fahrenheit. Without proper pressure, coolant boils at lower temperatures. Boiling creates steam pockets that prevent cooling. Replace the radiator cap every 60,000 miles or 5 years. The rubber seals deteriorate and lose their ability to hold pressure. A weak cap allows pressure to escape. This lowers boiling point and can cause overheating. Signs of a bad radiator cap. Coolant overflow reservoir overflows frequently. Excessive pressure escapes through the cap. Collapsing radiator hoses after shutdown. A vacuum forms because the cap won't let air back in. Overheating under heavy load or hot weather. Reduced pressure lowers boiling point. Visible rust or corrosion on the cap. This indicates the seals are deteriorating. Testing a radiator cap. Most parts stores have cap pressure testers. They'll test your cap for free. The cap should hold rated pressure without leaking. A $15 cap prevents overheating and potential engine damage. Replace it preventively and save yourself headaches. Coolant system additives, what actually works. The automotive additive market is full of miracle claims. Most are garbage, but a few actually help. Additives I recommend: Water Wetter by Redline. Improves heat transfer in the coolant. Reduces operating temperatures by 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Especially useful in hot climates or during towing. Subaru Coolant Conditioner. Part number SOA 868V9270. This is an official Subaru product that many owners don't know about. Contains additional corrosion inhibitors and lubricants. Use it during coolant changes for extra protection. Purple Ice by Royal Purple. Reduces engine temperatures and prevents corrosion. Works well in aluminum engines like Subaru. Additives to avoid: stop leak products as preventive maintenance. These can clog small passages and damage heater cores. Only use them as temporary fixes for emergency leaks. Universal coolant additives with vague claims. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Stick with proven products from reputable brands. Anything that claims to seal head gaskets. If your head gaskets are leaking, you need repair, not additives. These products rarely work and can make repairs more expensive. Emergency cooling system procedures. Even with perfect maintenance, cooling issues can happen. Knowing how to respond prevents engine damage. If your temperature gauge starts climbing, turn off the AC immediately. This reduces heat load on the cooling system. Turn on the heater at full blast. This pulls heat from the engine into the cabin. It's uncomfortable, but it works. Pull over safely as soon as possible. Don't continue driving an overheating engine. Every minute of overheating causes exponential damage. Never open the radiator cap when hot. Hot coolant under pressure can explode out and cause severe burns. Wait at least 30 minutes for the system to cool. Check coolant level when cool. Add coolant if low, but use only the correct type. In emergencies, plain water is better than continuing with low coolant. Look for obvious leaks or damage. Burst hoses, damaged radiator, or leaking water pump are common causes. If you can't identify the problem, call for a tow. Continuing to drive. Risks permanent engine damage. Long-term cooling system protection. Beyond regular maintenance, these practices extend cooling system life. Use distilled water only, never tap water. Minerals in tap water deposit inside the system. These deposits reduce heat transfer and can cause localized hot spots. Avoid short trips when possible. The cooling system needs to reach operating temperature. Constant cold starts prevent proper temperature cycling. Fix small leaks immediately. Ignoring minor seepage leads to major failures. A $30 hose replacement prevents a $3,000 engine repair. Don't ignore warning lights or overheating. These are your early warning system. Addressing problems early prevents catastrophic damage. Keep detailed maintenance records. Know when every service was performed. This helps you stay ahead of problems. Consider upgrading the radiator on modified engines. If you've added power through tuning, the stock radiator may be marginal. An upgraded radiator provides insurance against heat-related issues. Your Subaru's cooling system is complex but not difficult to maintain. Follow these procedures, and your engine will stay cool for hundreds of thousands of miles. The key is consistency and proactive maintenance. Don't wait for problems to develop. Service the system regularly, inspect it monthly, and address issues immediately. Do this, and you'll never experience catastrophic cooling system failure. Your Subaru will reward you with reliable, trouble-free operation for as long as you own it. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video, as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.